Hello students, welcome once again in video lecture of subject heat transfer. After watching this lecture, you should be able to first determine temperature profile in slab, hollow cylinder and hollow sphere. Second, sketch temperature distribution in slab, cylinder and sphere. Third, describe overall heat transfer coefficient. Fourth, overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer slab, cylinder and sphere. And fifth, explain heat generation in solid. Let's start. First we determine temperature profile in slab and sketch temperature distribution. Let's determine temperature profile in plain wall or in slab. Now consider a slab. Now first we draw the diagram of slab. So this is the slab of conductivity K. This surface, both are insulated. Heat transfer rate Q. Thickness of slab is L. Temperature at distance X is T, which is to be find out. One side surface temperature T1, other side surface temperature T2. This is X. Now we draw equivalent thermal circuit. This is resistance, thermal resistance, temperature T1, temperature T2. At P, the temperature is T, heat transfer rate Q, and thermal resistance of this portion is R1, and this is R2, and total resistance R1 plus R2, this is R. Now thermal resistance R1, this is equal to X by Ka, and R2 L minus X divided by Ka, and total resistance R, which is equal to R1 plus R2 equal to L by Ka. Now heat transfer rate Q equal to T1 minus T divided by R1, and it is equal to T minus T2 upon R2 equal to T1 minus T2 R1 plus R2. Means in first portion and second portion heat transfer rate is same. Now consider first term and third term. T1 minus T divided by R1 equal to T1 minus T2 upon R1 plus R2. Now it can be written as T equal to T1 minus T2 upon R1 plus R2 multiply by R1. Now put the value of R1 and R2, then T equal to T1 minus T2 divided by total resistance R1 plus R2 L by KE and multiply by X upon KE. Now KE and KE cancel out, then T equal to T1 minus T2 divided by L into X. So T equal to T1 minus T2 by L into X. This is the temperature versus X, means T is the function of X, which is straight line. Draw the temperature versus X. This is total width L. It is T1, and at L this is T2. Now this is straight line, so temperature vary linear, and at point P at distance X, T equal to T1 minus T2 by L into X. So this is the graph between T versus X. The temperature profile in slab. Next, temperature profile in hollow cylinder. Temperature profile or distribution in hollow cylinder. Now consider a hollow cylinder. This is inner surface of hollow cylinder, and this is outer surface of thermal conductivity K, center, and this is radius R1 and outer radius R2, length of cylinder is L, now inner surface temperature T1, outer surface temperature T2, and T at radius R is to be find out temperature T at point P and radius R. Now first we draw equivalent electric circuit. Equivalent thermal circuit. Point 1, this is resistance, thermal resistance. One side temperature T1, at A, T2 at B, and at P the temperature is T. Heat transfer rate Q, which is radially outward. Then R1, thermal resistance between A and P is R1, RAP, and this is RPB. Thermal resistance RAP equal to ln R by R1 divided by 2 pi KL RBPB equal to ln R2 by R1 R2 by R 2 pi KL, and RAB, this is equal to ln R2 by R1 divided by 2 pi KL. Then heat transfer rate Q. Now Q equal to T1 minus T divided by RAP, and this is equal to T minus T2 upon RPB, and this is equal to T1 minus T2 divided by RAB. Now taking first term and last, first and third, then T1 minus T upon RAP equal to T1 minus T2 upon RAB. Now T equal to T1 minus T2 upon RAB into RAP. Now substituting RAB and RAP, then T equal to T1 minus T2 upon ln R2 by R1 divided by 2 pi KL into ln R by R1 upon 2 pi KL. Now 2 pi KL cancel out, then T equal to T1 minus T2 upon ln R2 by R1 into ln R by R1. So T versus R. T1, T2, R1, R2 are constant. So T is the function of R. So we can calculate temperature T at radius R. Then T equal to T1 minus T2 upon ln R2 by R1 into ln R by R log ln minus ln R1. Now draw the graph between T versus R. The vertical line T on horizontal axis R, This is T at radius R1. This is radius R2 at radius R1, temperature T1, at radius R2, temperature T2. So it vary like this. So T versus R. At radius R, the temperature is T. So this is the graph between temperature T and radius R of hollow cylinder. So T versus R. This is temperature profile. Now next, temperature profile in hollow sphere. Consider a hollow sphere. This is the outer surface of hollow sphere. This is hollow sphere. Inner surface A, outer surface B. Temperature outer surface T2, inner surface temperature T1, radius R1, outer surface radius is R2, thermal conductivity K. At point P, the temperature is T at radius R. Heat transfer radially outward. This is equal to Q. Now first we draw the thermal circuit. This is the resistance. On one side temperature T1, other side temperature T2, A and B. At P, heat transfer Q. Now at P, the temperature is T at radius R. Now resistance between A and P is RAP, and between P and B RPB. Now thermal resistance RAP equal to R minus R1 upon 4 pi K R into R1 RPB equal to R2 minus R upon 4 pi K R into R2 and RAB R2 minus R1 upon 4 pi K R1 into R2. Now heat transfer rate or flow Q, which is radially outward, then Q equal to T1 minus T divided by RAP equal to T minus T2 upon RPB equal to T1 minus T2 upon RAB. Now consider first term and third. First and third. Then temperature T or T1 minus T upon R AP equal to T1 minus T2 upon R AB. Then temperature T equal to T1 minus T2 upon RAB into RAP. Substituting RAB and RAP, AB and RAP, then T equal to T1 minus T2 upon RAB is R2 minus R1 upon 4 pi K R1 into R2 into R minus R1 upon 4 pi K R into R1. 4 pi K R1 is cancel out, or it can be written as T equal to T1 minus T2 upon R2 minus R1 upon R1 into R2 into R minus R1 upon R into R1 . Now R minus R1 upon R1 R2, it can be written 1 minus R1 upon R2. Similarly, now R1 cancel out, then T, it can be written as T equal to T1 minus T2 upon 1 minus R1 upon R2 into 1 minus 1 upon R1 upon R. The value of R1 by R2, it is less than 1 because R2 is greater than R1. So T is the function of R. Other values are constant, means T1, T2, R1, R2, these are constants. We draw temperature profile. On vertical axis temperature T, horizontal radius R. This is T. Now this is R1, this is R2. Temperature at R1 T1, at R2 temperature T2. This is T2. Now draw the T versus R. So T versus R. So T equal to T1 minus T2 upon 1 minus R1 by R2 into 1 minus R1 upon R. This is the equation of this curve, where this is R and this is temperature T. So this is temperature profile T versus R for the hollow sphere. Next topic, overall heat transfer coefficient. The overall heat transfer coefficient is a measure of the overall ability of a series of conductive and convective barriers to heat transfer. It is commonly applied to the calculation of heat transfer in heat exchangers but can be applied equally well to other problems. The overall heat transfer coefficient refers to how well heat is conducted over a series of mediums. It has units watt per meter square, Kelvin or per degree centigrade. The overall heat transfer coefficient is influenced by the thickness and thermal conductivity of the mediums through which heat is transferred. The larger the coefficient, the easier heat is transferred from its source to the product being heated. Heat transfer coefficient is the inverse of thermal insulation. Now heat transfer rate Q equal to overall heat transfer coefficient U into A into temperature difference T1 minus T2, and this is equal to T1 minus T2 upon total thermal resistance R. T1 minus T2, it is cancel out, then UA overall heat transfer coefficient multiplied by A equal to inverse of total thermal resistance R, U equal to 1 upon A into 1 upon total thermal resistance. So this is overall heat transfer coefficient. Now total thermal resistance is convective thermal resistance and conductive thermal resistance. And unit is watt per meter square, Kelvin. Then U equal to 1 upon A into 1 upon R. The next topic, overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer slab. Now overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer slab or wall. Now consider on one side fluid A, and these are multi layers of slabs, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. This is layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, so on. Fluid B on other side of temperature TF1, and this is TF2. Heat transfer coefficient of fluid A is H1 and fluid B H2. Thermal conductivity K1, K2 and K3, and thickness of slabs are L1, L2 and L3. Now first we draw equivalent thermal circuit. Now this is convective thermal resistance, conductive thermal resistance, conductive thermal resistance, conductive thermal resistance and convective thermal resistance. And last temperature TF2, this is TF1. Convective thermal resistance R, convective, conductive thermal resistance R1 equal to L1 upon K1A, and R2 for slab 2 L2 by K2, and R3 L3 by K3 A, and convective thermal resistance 1 upon H2A, and this is 1 upon H1A. Now heat transfer from fluid A to fluid B is Q. Now Q equal to total temperature difference TF1 minus TF2 divided by total thermal resistance, which is H1 1 upon H1A, L1 upon K1A plus L2 upon K2A plus L3 similarly 1 upon H2A, where TF1 greater than TF2. Now this is equal to UA into T1 minus T2, overall heat transfer coefficient multiplied by A into temperature difference, where temperature difference T1 minus T2, which is TF1 minus TF2, then UA equal to 1 upon H1A plus R total conductive thermal resistance divided by H2A convective thermal resistance of fluid B, then U equal to 1 upon A multiplied by 1 upon H1A plus summation R conductive plus 1 upon R H2A. This is overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer slab. Next topic, overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer cylinder. The overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer cylinder. Now consider multi-layer cylinder. Fluid A, this is first hollow cylinder, second cylinder, third cylinder, similarly last fluid B, and this is fluid A. Thermal conductivity of first cylinder, this is first cylinder, this is second cylinder, this is third cylinder. First cylinder thermal conductivity K1, K2 and K3. Temperature of fluid A is TF1, temperature of fluid B is TF2, heat transfer coefficient H2, and this is H1. Radius of R1, this is R2, this is R3 and this is R4. Now draw equivalent thermal circuit. This is convective thermal resistance, conductive thermal resistance, conductive thermal resistance, conductive thermal resistance, and this is convective thermal resistance. This is TF1, TF2. This is convective thermal resistance of fluid A, 1 upon H1. The length of all cylinders equal to L. Now convective thermal resistance H1 into 2 pi R1 L and conductive thermal resistance R2 by R1 upon 2 pi KL. This is R1. Similarly R2 ln R3 by R2 upon 2 pi KL. R3 ln R4 by R3, R4 by R3, ln the 2 pi KL means ln R4 by R3. R3 divided by 2 pi KL, and this is convective thermal resistance of fluid B 1 upon H2 into 2 pi R4 into L, R4 into L, and heat transfer rate Q. Then Q equal to TF1 minus TF2 upon total thermal resistance, which is equal to UA TF1 minus TF2 then TF1 minus TF2 cancel out, then UA equal to 1 upon summation R H1 into 2 pi R1 L plus ln R2 by R1 upon 2 pi KL plus ln R3 by R2 upon 2 pi KL plus ln R4 by R3 upon 2 pi KL plus 1 upon H2 2 pi R4 into L. Then overall heat transfer coefficient equal to 1 upon A 1 upon H1 2 pi R A1 internal area, which is equal to 2 pi R1L, and total conductive thermal resistance divided by H2 into outer area A2. So this is overall heat transfer coefficient of multi-layer cylinder. Similarly, in multi-layer sphere, for multi-layer sphere, U equal to 1 upon A 1 upon H1 internal area A1, which is equal to 4 pi R1 square, and total thermal conductive thermal resistance, and 1 plus 1 upon H2 A2, where A2 equal to 4 pi outer radius square. So this is the multi-layer sphere. Now next topic, heat generation in solid. Many practical heat transfer applications involve the conversion of some form of energy into thermal energy in the medium. Such medium are said to involve internal heat generation, from which rise in temperature throughout the medium. Some example of heat generation for resistance heatings in wires, chemical reactions in solid, and nuclear reactions in nuclear fuel rods where electrical, chemical and nuclear energies are converted to heat. Heat generation is usually expressed per unit volume of the medium and it is denoted by small qg, the unit of heat generation, watt per meter cube. Now consider a solid of surface area A, volume V, surface area A equal to A, and fluid temperature outside the body is Tf and heat transfer coefficient equal to H. Now surface temperature of body is Ts and heat generation rate Qg, watt per meter cube, and heat transfer from body to the fluid, heat transfer, heat generation rate equal to heat transfer from body by convection mode. Then Qg equal to H into total surface area Ts minus Tf, where capital Qg equal to small qg into volume of body HA Ts minus Tf. Now Ts surface temperature of body, then Ts equal to, by simplifying, Tf plus Qg into V upon HA. This is the surface temperature of body when given. Now let's solve some problems. Write down problem 1. A cylindrical uranium fuel rod of radius 5 mm in a nuclear reactor is generating heat at the rate of 4 into 10 raised to power 7 watt per meter cube. The rod is cooled by a liquid of convective heat transfer coefficient 1000 watt per meter square Kelvin at 25 degrees centigrade at steady state. Determine the surface temperature of rod in Kelvin. First we draw the diagram. This is fuel rod, cylindrical rod, of length L and radius R equal to 5 mm. And this is liquid of temperature 25 degree centigrade. And surface temperature Ts, which is to be find out, surface temperature of fuel rod. Now given heat generation rate small qg equal to 4 into 10 raised to power 7 watt per meter cube. heat transfer coefficient H, heat transfer coefficient of liquid H equal to 1000 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now total heat generation rate or total heat generation in fuel rod Qg equal to small qg into volume of rod V watt, or Qg equal to 4 into 10 raised to power 7 into volume pi r square L. This is equation 1. And next, heat transfer from surface of fuel rod Q by convection Q equal to H A into Ts minus Tf then Q convection equal to H 1000 surface area 2 pi r L into Ts minus liquid temperature 25. This is heat transfer from fuel rod by convection mode. Now equating equation 1 and 2 under steady state, condition, Q generation equal to Q convection. Now equating 4 into 10 raised to power 7 pi r square L equal to 1000 into 2 pi r L Ts minus 25. Now solving, cancel out pi L R, then substituting R equal to 5 by 1000 meter, then solving above equation, we have Ts equal to 125 degree centigrade, or in Kelvin Ts equal to 398 Kelvin. So this is the answer of problem 1. Problem 2. The average heat transfer coefficient on a thin hot vertical plate suspended in a still air can be determined from observation of the change in plate temperature with time as it cools. Assume the plate temperature to be uniform at an instant of time and radiation heat exchange with the surroundings negligible. The ambient temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. The plate has total surface area of 0.1 meter square and a mass of 4 kg. The specific heat of the plate material is 2.5 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. The convective heat transfer coefficient is watt per meter square Kelvin at the instant when the plate temperature is 225 degrees centigrade and the change in plate temperature with time dt by dt equal to minus 0.02 Kelvin per second is. Now first we draw the diagram of plate. This is the plate. This is the plate. The air of temperature TA equal to 25 degrees centigrade. And total surface area A equal to 0.1 meter square, and given rate of change of temperature with time dt by dt equal to at surface temperature 225 degrees centigrade, Ts equal to 225 degrees centigrade. This is equal to minus 0.02 Kelvin per second. Now heat flow out from plate surface, heat flow out from plate surface, this is equal to decrease in internal energy of plate, decrease in internal energy of plate. Now heat flow out, this is by convection, so HA Ts minus Tf or Ta equal to m into specific heat dt by dt at Ts. Then H into 0.1 into surface temperature of plate 225 minus air temperature 25 equal to minus mass of plate is 4 kg and C equal to 2.5 into 10 raised to power 3 into 10 raised to power 3 into, it is given, into dt by dt at Ts, it is minus 0.2. Now solving above equation, we get H equal to heat transfer coefficient, H equal to 10 watt per meter square Kelvin. This is the answer. Problem 3. For three-dimensional object shown in figure, 5 faces are insulated. The sixth phase PQRS, which is not insulated, interact thermally with the ambient with a convective heat transfer coefficient of 10 watt per meter square Kelvin. The ambient temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. Heat is uniformly generated inside the object at the rate of 100 watt per meter cube. Assuming the phase PQRS to be at uniform temperature, its steady state temperature is the three-dimensional object this is three-dimensional object. 5 faces are insulated and 1 faces are, this is 1 meter, 2 meter, this is 2 meter, P, Q, R. This surface is not insulated, remaining are insulated, F, G, E, H. Now given heat generation rate Qg equal to 100 watt per meter cube, heat transfer coefficient H equal to 10 watt per meter square Kelvin, and ambient temperature Tf equal to 30 degree centigrade. Let Ts be the surface temperature of phase PQRS. Let be the surface temperature of phase PQRS. Other than phase PQRS are insulated, then total heat generated or total heat generation this should be equal to heat transfer from phase PQRS, because other phases are insulated, then only the heat is transferred from PQRS. Then Qg into volume of object equal to HA into Ts minus Tf, where A is the area of PQRS. Then 100 into volume 1 into 2 equal to heat transfer coefficient 10 multiplied by area of PQRS 2 into 2 multiplied by Ts minus 30. Now solving, from which we get the surface temperature of PQRS Ts equal to 40 degree centigrade. So this is the answer, 40 degree centigrade. For more practice, please solve the questions given in assignment sheet. Now write down the questions. Any query or any doubt, please write in comment box.